Hey, this is EGIG Podcast, and we are a group of pretty close friends who decided to just, create a podcast to put our conversations out on the internet. We'll be talking about anything from current events that are in the news to, like a movie that we watched recently, speaking of which, we actually went to see Antman and the Wasp tonight. I really liked the movie, actually, and I think we would like to all share our thoughts, so I'll pass the mic off to my good friend Ishan over here.
Hey guys, I'm Ishan, and just straight into Antman and the Wasp. First off, don't watch this movie if you haven't seen Avengers: Infinity War. Go watch that first because it'll make the ending so much more clear.
Well, I guess it's not really the ending; it's the after credits.
I mean, it's close enough. So
Yeah. So if you're gonna see Infinity War, make sure you stay for the after credits.
Yeah.
And Antman and the Wasp, but yeah, go on.
So, in the first Ant-Man, it's about... It's the story about how the first Ant-Man's wife got supposedly killed while trying to stop a nuke from destroying a town, a city. And to do that, she had to drink to a subatomic level, which was quite dangerous. And everyone thought she was dead.
But turns out she was just stuck.
Yeah, 3 years later in Ant-Man and the Wasp, they find out that their Ant-Man's wife, the
Janet Van Dyne.
Janet Van Dyne, right?
Dyne.
Hank Pym's wife, is alive and in the quantum realm. So, the previous Ant-Man, the current Ant-Man, Scott Lang, he went into the quantum realm before just to stop a previous enemy known as the Yellow Jacket, and he actually came back. And knowing this, Hank thinks that maybe there's a way to maybe get some closure around Janet. And, if
he later finds out that she's actually
alive. Yeah.
Can we say that? Is that a spoiler?
No, I mean,
it's kind of
whatever.
It's expected, I guess.
Yeah, I mean, he finds out he's alive. So, long story short, basically the main plot of the whole movie is to get their mother back into the normal realm. I'm not really sure the normal sized realm. I don't really know what to call it.
Yeah, but along the way there are some conflicts. Like the main, I guess, villain is the Ghost. Or Ava is her real name.
Yeah.
So she kind of, yeah.
But yeah, we're not gonna spoil too much for you here. The point is just as a quick review, in my opinion, there's a lot of side stories that happen in the movie, and the movie, it ties them up all really well at the end. So there's never really one thing that's left uncertain, and it sets up for a sequel after Ant-Man and the Wasp. So I think it was a really good movie. It still retains that humor and funniness from the original Ant-Man. So
well, it does set up for it also sets up for a sequel, but it also kind of sets it up for the next Avengers movie, just because once you see Infinity War, once you see the very end of the movie, you'll understand how the plot ties into the Marvel movies, and how it's literally gonna tie, the Ant-Man and all the Avengers are probably gonna tie into the next big Marvel movie. But yeah, overall, I personally preferred the first Ant-Man a little bit more. I'm not sure if it was because of the plot. I think the plot, to me at least, it made a little bit more sense, or it was a little more interesting, just because I don't know, I feel like with the second one, there was a clear villain, sort of, the
Yellow Jacket.
No, the second one.
Wait,
there was.
Well, actually, I feel like the first one had a clear villain, but
yeah, that's what I was saying. The second one didn't have as much of a purpose in a way. They were trying to save Janet and whatever, but the first one was more focused on okay, we need to stop the Yellow Jacket.
One story at a time.
So I guess I was a bit more entertained during the first one, but overall they were both really good movies, and I would still recommend going to see the second one. So yeah.
Agreed.
What are your thoughts?
What do you think, Nish?
So yeah, I believe that the first Ant-Man movie was a bit better because it had a main antagonist, And the second one really didn't have a main antagonist. They're just trying to get his wife back. Yeah.
Any other thoughts?
Pretty much covers it.
Yeah.
At the same time, though, I mean, like, although the first one did have like a main antagonist, I think they're kind of being like a little experimental with the second one, you know, by having like a bunch of side stories at once, and they all kind of coincide in a way.
Yeah.
In the main story, they coincide at least. So that's just me, but yeah. So really recommend you see Antman and the Wasp. I feel it's a good movie, and yeah.
Good cast.
Yeah. Cast was mainly the
What
same.
Actually, I probably shouldn't say, but I was just wondering, do you guys think if they played the girl who played Hope, was that a different actor in the second one?
Actress?
I'm pretty sure that was the same person.
I'm pretty sure it's the same one, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Same director
'Cause, like,
for both movies as well.
Peyton Reed. Right?
Peyton Reed.
Yeah.
Okay, so yeah, just that was our thoughts on Ant-Man. We have some other movie topics we might want to cover. Do you guys want to jump into any of those, or like?
What about the cinema sins for Black Panther?
Yeah, just Black Panther in general, I guess. But we could start off with.
We should tell one cinema sins if they don't know, you know.
Well, yeah, cinema sins.
Well, yeah. Well, they're basically, if you don't know what it is, it's like they point out like all like the flaws in the movie. I mean, some of them are serious, like they actually are kind of flaws, but some of them are just kind of like, you know, a little comic relief, I guess.
Yeah.
But they recently came out with one for Black Panther, and you know, obviously the internet was buzzing about it because it's like one of the biggest, beat Titanic, and as far as like blockbuster goes, I'm pretty sure. So you know, yeah, it was. I thought there were some like good points. Sorry, this is probably gonna include spoilers for Black Panther, so sorry if you haven't seen it, but it's been out for like, you know, like 8 or like 6 months by now. So
Yeah.
you know, I did notice one thing in that I never watched Captain America Civil War, but I noticed that they did take Bucky before the actual events of Black Panther took place, right?
Yeah.
And they said like this is the Everett Ross was the first like outsider to enter Wakanda in like 100 years or something. So I mean that was a bit different. But what did you guys think of the video? Like, did you notice any major flaws that they pointed out, or was there like something that caught your attention?
Something that caught my attention is that he was only like king for a week.
Yeah.
I mean, like a day until like 2-3 days before everything happened.
And then Wakabi was like, oh, it's just, you know.
And then not too long later, Infinity Wars events happen.
That's true. Yeah.
And yeah.
And it was I thought it was really annoying how Wakabi was you know, he was like friends with T'Challa, but like right after he became king, and he was like spending the majority of time trying to find Claw. He was just kind of like blaming him for, you know, just being like his father and not really doing the goals that he wanted. But he'd only been king for like 2 days. But yeah, Ishan, did you have any thoughts on the video or Black Panther or anything?
Black Panther, I mean, for me, I really didn't think there were many flaws. Although, I mean, maybe like the main villain, Eric Killmonger, the final battle was maybe a little anticlimactic, maybe just a little bit. Because overall, they did a good job portraying him as like a villain who actually had a decent intent, which was to actually, what was it? I forgot.
Just to like change the way Wakanda run, and like because he was so broken by his father's death that he wanted to, he felt like he was alone, like he didn't have anyone. Wakanda wasn't there to help him, so he wanted to change the way Wakanda the world revolved around Wakanda in a way. So
I guess it was also due to the fact of like colonization and like slavery, and Wakanda didn't do anything to help about it.
Yeah.
Right.
Didn't want
even though they had the technology.
Yeah.
Yeah, vibranium.
Yeah, they were far more advanced than anybody, even during colonization era.
That's for sure. But I feel that maybe Killmonger's arc was a little short-lived. I mean,
That's true.
They did like...
They kind of spent like half the movie trying to set up the whole, you know, like the first part was kind of setting up the whole Wakanda aspect. Then the second half was kind of like all Killmonger's,
plans and things
plans
like that.
and-
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
And,
it was kind of interesting how he was able to challenge the throne and then lose already. It's like pretty fast paced. I felt like, but you were gonna say.
It was. You're right.
And
I'm
another thing that I want to
go on. Yeah, you're fine. You're fine.
pick up on the thing is that he burned all the herbs, the special herbs.
The herbs give the Black Panther their
Yeah.
powers.
So who's? I guess it doesn't really matter after what happened in Infinity War, but
Yeah, it doesn't. You're right.
yeah, but still, it's kind of
it's a nice touch.
yeah.
Yeah. So, if you guys, is there anything else you guys wanted to say on Black Panther as a movie?
I thought it was
Just major
really-
plot points. Or,
Oh,
you don't have to say anything, but if you want to.
right. I guess just as an overall thoughts, I thought it was pretty well made. To see especially in our kind of day and age, to see a black superhero
And all black cast.
and
almost.
all black cast and to make such an impact on an audience as a whole,
Yeah.
it's
definitely.
just it's amazing how much people can do when they have motivation to do it,
Mhm. And it's yeah.
Black Panther was a symbol of that, and that's why I like it a lot.
Yeah, especially with bringing so much culture together, with African American culture and just Native African culture.
Mm-hmm.
It's really making an impression on our generation and the next generation even, because kids that are going to see Black Panther or watching Black Panther are going to be impacted by seeing especially young black kids. They're going to see T'Challa as a superhero, which is pretty cool, honestly. And they're going to see young black girls are going to see strong
Shuri.
female black
Or his
yeah
sister.
and Nakia and Okoye
Mhm.
are gonna see them, and that's gonna probably give them inspiration to see someone of their race on the big screen. So
Definitely, yeah. What about you, Ganesh? What do you think?
I think that's about it.
That's about it.
yeah. So I guess if we could switch gears a little bit to the soundtrack aspect of the movie, if you guys
Yes. So I got some things to say about that, especially the Black Panther soundtrack. Again, like you said, it was a bring together of cultures,
Mhm.
So while pretty much the whole soundtrack was rap based, considering I guess I'm diving a little bit into the race aspect here, with the stereotypes of black people always having, rap music to their culture,
it's
And-
African American, what's kind of almost bonds them. I mean, it's a stereotype,
Yeah,
but
but
it
how
is
they-
still in the culture.
Yeah, but what I found cool is that how they combine the two most iconic kinds of music you associate usually with African Americans and modern day black people, rap and tribal music, and they made it into one thing. In I don't know what's the song from the what do you guys think? Where it has rap and tribal music and both wrapped into one.
All the stars.
Well, all the stars a little bit, but I guess in Bloody Waters, it wasn't
yeah.
really trap influenced, but it was kind of more. It was a mix between a little bit of tribal and a little bit of R&B, kind of minimal.
Definitely, yeah.
But I thought that was, yeah, like you said, it was really cool that they brought. They brought together Top Dog and Kendrick brought together black people from England, America, South Africa, for this one project with so many black musicians, which is freaking awesome. So they made it, even though there were so many, they mixed in so many genres and trap, rap, R&B, tribal. I thought it was made a really great soundtrack, and it was pretty awesome. So yeah.
What do you think, Ganesh?
I think.
On the soundtrack,
Yeah.
how about let's go into things what's your favorite track, I guess. What'd you
I
think?
guess one of my favorite songs was probably Bloody Water.
What?
Um,
It was awesome, obviously. What do you think about it?
this is a good song.
Yeah, it's a good song.
Did you
yeah.
the beat and
Yeah,
Or
I guess so. The lyrics were pretty good as well. I mixed up a little a lyric. I thought it was "Boss Up, Let's Get Buried Alive," but it was actually "False Prophets Get Buried Alive."
yeah.
Yeah. I have. Do you want to say something?
No, I guess.
Okay, I have a couple favorite tracks off the album, but like one that's got top it all is "Pray for Me" by The Weeknd and Kendrick Lamar. The reason being that, well, one, obviously it's just that's a good tune and melody. Obviously, gotta have that. The beat, obviously, and another thing is that the lyrics, they kind of mean that, like, obviously it's kind of like your general superhero kind of theme in which if you get knocked down, you gotta get back up again because who's gonna protect the people you love, you know? But in this case, I feel like it means a lot more considering it's coming from a black superhero, and the way that, like, the fact that it was like, it was also like it was sung by two very famous black artists in this day and age, and I think that just kind of adds to the kind of, let's see, the
appeal, or like
the appeal and like the effect that it has on people who listen to it, you know?
Yeah, definitely.
And the lyrics kind of, in my opinion, remind me of how like hard it kind of is to just be a superhero, because like when the lyrics are like, I fight you, I fight the world, I fight myself, and it's kind of like with superheroes, like with anything, comes stereotypes. So like, I mean, I'm kind of jumping in too deep right now, but like, you know, I just feel like it's a really good symbol of how like,
Yeah, so sorry about that. We kind of got cut off there, kind of ran out of space, but it's all good. But I just wanted to finish wrapping up, the Black Panther soundtrack. I just wanted to say, like, two tracks that I thought were really done well with the movie. First, All the Stars. I really liked how they put it at the credits, so it kind of made sense with, the whole Wakanda becoming more closer with the world, with the UN meeting and everything, and kind of bringing Wakanda into, like, probably foreign aid with Nakia and everything. And I really thought it was cool how they used ops with the car chase scene, because it's just an epic track that works with, like that kind of setting. But anyways, our next topic, we're going to do some Would You Rathers, I think. So I'll go ahead and hand that off to Ganesh.
Oh, jeez, Would You Rather?
So, yeah. The first Would You Rather is lead a life of boring. Lead a boring life from here forward, or be reborn with all your memories into a baby of the opposite sex. Personally, I think I would go with the former. I would choose being reborn with all your memories.
Really?
Yeah.
Why not?
Cause why live a boring life?
Yeah, I get what you mean.
You're right. But like, wait, hold up. Like, what goes on in the boring life, though? Like, is it really just like no fun at all?
I'd say whatever. You wouldn't be happy with your life.
Okay, then definitely. I picked the second one, then.
Yeah, because even, like, have you ever thought about, like, if you got a second chance at life, like, what it would be like? It's kind of like that, except you have basically double your, like, intelligence level, because you have all your memories, then you're going to gain a lot more with being born again.
Yeah.
So that's actually pretty interesting, but, yeah, I guess I would pick with the latter.
Okay, next question. Would you rather have your partner have a homosexual affair, or your partner have a heterosexual affair?
What's heterosexual again?
Like, straight.
Yeah.
Oof.
So suppose you have a girlfriend. Okay. She has an affair with another lady. That would be a homosexual affair, and another guy would be heterosexual.
Personally, well, I don't know. Do you guys have anything to say?
I would probably go with homosexual, actually. I don't know why. Maybe, like, for me, just, like, the fact that, like, two people of the same gender are having an affair it's just, for me, it's, like, a little less intense than having, like, another guy do that, because, like, literally, if you, like, I would probably be mad if I saw, hypothetically, my girlfriend making out with another guy, you know? But if it was another girl, I wouldn't feel, like, as
threatened,
you're right, as if it was with the guy, because
it's kind of like implanted into our society that, well, not to bring like the whole patriarchy into this.
Can't really explain it. It's just one of those things.
Okay, so homosexual it is. 59% agree, 41 disagree.
Wow. Well, that's actually quite close.
So, would you rather
Oh god.
always run or always crawl? I would always run.
Always run.
Yeah. Because crawl...
Well, you're always running. You would probably get tired, but you wouldn't like pass out ever, right?
Yeah. Because...
I don't know.
Would that limit your distance?
I mean, like, wait. Do you have like an unlimited amount of stamina?
Probably. I mean, well, yeah, but you would probably still get tired.
Okay, then never mind. That's a lot of pain. Crawling is not as much, but then anyway.
But
it's,
you
like,
would have to
really
crawl
slow.
everywhere.
I'm not crawling on the sidewalk.
Yeah, I think I would run everywhere.
I think
Yeah,
so too.
because I
Actually,
don't want to get dirty.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think I would do running. Yeah.
Yep. 89% agree.
That's pretty cool. What's next?
Next one. Dress only in styles famous 15 years ago. Always dress. Dress only the way you did when you were 15. I'd say 15 because we're 16 and 15 right
15
now.
and plus my style's on point anyway. So let's go.
Okay.
We are really young and we are 15 and 16 years old.
Well, let's just say if we were
30.
Well, no, does it say our style 15 years ago? Or
When
just...
you were 15 or
So
like
basically on Martin
like-
style, right?
Oh, okay.
or like in 2000 style, 2003 I guess the style. Which was a lot of jeans, I guess.
Yeah, definitely.
Jean
I don't know.
jackets. and
I
stuff.
could go either,
Yeah.
honestly.
I would go when I was 15 because that's pretty recent.
Okay.
62 agree.
Yeah.
Yep. Stare at the sun for 5 seconds after being in the dark room for 5 hours. Only have one eye replaced with a glass eye for the rest of your life.
I mean...
Stare at the sun for
What?
5 seconds.
No, but imagine
After-
this. It's like 5 straight seconds, no blinking, no looking away. That would hurt your eyes a lot.
But glass eyes are pretty weird. I don't like them.
What do you mean?
But
Because this is really awkward. Doesn't look like a real eye.
I mean,
people
it's
could see it.
not a real eye.
Well, I guess you wouldn't really go... Maybe there might be damage, but I guess it's just temporary pain for the former.
That's true, but it still hurt a lot.
I think you would rather have an eye because it's just, it's just basically an eye, but just mechanical. I mean, is there really that much, pain
No.
involved?
It's a glass eye, so
Yeah.
you can't see through it.
Wait.
Yeah.
It's
What do you-
It's just a
basically the
replacement.
equivalent of being blind.
It's in one eye.
Yeah, so
Oh,
literally,
okay.
you're blind.
I didn't. Alright.
So glass eye is just for aesthetic of it.
Just for looks, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I guess. So when you see out of one eye, I think I would have that glass eye.
I'm gonna go with the 5 sec. What's your, Ishan?
What? I'd probably go with the sun, actually.
Okay,
Sun
sun.
5 seconds.
77% agree with sun.
Seriously.
Yep.
Let's go.
Okay.
What's next?
Would you rather walk around the mall naked or walk around your school or workshop naked? I would say
What the hell?
straight off, we were just at a mall, and I would rather be in the mall naked.
I would
'cause-
Yeah,
rather
me
be in the
too.
mall naked because no one knows me.
Yeah,
Well,
exactly.
probably some people from
But-
school know you, but not as much, obviously.
Yeah, but it'd be more awkward if you're at school because people are your age and they're
And you would see them
judgmental,
every
so-
day.
Yeah.
Exactly.
So that's
Mall.
that's,
Yeah, that's easy.
that's an easy one.
yeah.
But-
Only 77.
But the mall, I guess.
Cameras? Well, I guess that's in schools as
No,
well.
I don't know. I guess because it's more public.
And no one knows you there anyway, so like automatically that makes it just one of those easier things. If no one
No,
knows
but I'm
you.
trying to think what would make it why we wouldn't want to pick mall. Because it's people, I don't know.
I think people would just pass it off as like, oh, a crazy person in a mall,
Yeah,
and then just let it go.
definitely. Yeah, totally.
Okay.
77.
What was
Only 77 agree with mall. It's kind of
People actually agree
Percent.
with the school? Wow.
Wait a second. So, 77% people said what?
that they would walk around the mall.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Okay, so next question. Would you rather own a lightsaber or use the Force?
Own a lightsaber. Hands down, own a lightsaber.
Um,
I would say use the Force. That would be more useful in a day-to-day basis than owning a lightsaber.
Oh yeah, I guess so.
Because you could just
and Jedi mind tricks.
The Force is basically psychic powers.
It's like and Jedi mind tricks.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, I would use the Force.
Okay.
Easily the Force. That's me personally.
I don't know. So lightsaber is so cool though.
Because lightsaber is just a one-trick pony. You can only do one thing with it.
Yeah, you're right. Okay, yeah, then the Force. The Force is like better.
I wonder how many people said that.
76% agree.
Seriously, it's always like around
24
that
disagreed.
range.
Yeah.
Wow.
So, have squirrels for hands, or have guinea pigs for feet?
Have what for hands?
Squirrels.
Squirrels.
Yeah.
What?
I would say I would choose
this?
I would choose guinea pigs for hands because squirrels for
guinea pigs for feet.
Feet, yeah. Because squirrels for hands, they're not really shaped like hands. You know, the guinea pigs are more feet shaped. I feel like. It sounds weird, but like squirrels are like long and thin, but
I guess you still get the hands of a squirrel.
Yeah, but they're like
it's like a claw.
They're really small though, so like.
But you have 4 of them.
The thing I don't like is guinea pig for feet. Because you're standing on them, can they support your weight?
They have to, right?
Yeah, they're your feet.
Yeah, if they can support your weight, then I would choose guinea pig for feet, because people are not going to see that either.
Mm-hmm, totally. Oh, yeah.
It's not a thing you have to talk about a lot. Only 57 agree with the guinea pig.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow, it's like an even split right there.
Okay.
The fact people would actually want guinea pigs for feet.
Would you rather throw yourself at lava or drown in a tsunami?
Oh my gosh.
Tsunami seems... Yeah.
Tsunami is less painful.
Is it?
It's I mean, like... is it a tsunami, like, right as it, like, it hasn't...
You're just drowning in a tsunami.
Wait, but has a tsunami, like, gathered things as it's gone along, or is it, like, a fresh...
It doesn't matter because you're drowning in it.
Yeah, you're not dying of, like,
well, lava, it would probably be more painful because your skin would probably
but it's
melt
quicker death.
Yeah, quicker death. And I have a fear of drowning. I don't like drowning.
I kind of have a fear of both. I mean, I more so have a fear of drowning than I do of lava because
it just seems
see lava. But I picked the lava.
Drowning seems like a bad way.
Is this actually say throw yourself at lava?
Yeah, throw yourself at lava or drown in a tsunami.
I would not do that.
Lava tsunami or drowning.
What?
Tsunami volcano.
Terrifying.
A lava tsunami? Yo, that actually sounds pretty cool to see.
That'd be really scary.
It'd be scary, but it'd be cool to watch.
Ooh, discover the Loch Ness Monster or discover the Sasquatch?
Loch Ness Monster.
Loch Ness Monster.
Well, yeah, I don't know. I would...
It's like regarded more as a legend than like a myth, though.
Oh, by the way, 51% of people said throw yourself at lava.
Jeez.
So it's pretty close.
Yeah. That's for the I guess some people don't fear about it, but I don't know. They're both like highly debated, mythological creatures.
Yeah, totally. But like Loch Ness Monster is regarded more as like a myth, you know? I mean, a legend. Sorry, a legend.
Yeah. But I think I would go with the Loch Ness Monster because it's like really cool and it's like they both have that mystery aspect, but but that one is just like pretty cool. So
so I would say Loch Ness Monster because Sasquatch seems pretty scary.
Yeah,
because it's like a human,
like a 6 foot, 7 foot tall human
with like hairy human.
Yeah. A hairy human.
Loch Ness Monster is just like a dinosaur in the water.
A dinosaur.
It is also kind of big, right?
It's an elephant in the water.
And like back to the whole like water thing.
Okay, then I guess last question.
We only have time for one more. We kind of
running low on time.
Make it fast. Go.
I guess.
Would you rather?
Okay, so would you have your blood sucked by a vampire, or it seems like an easy question. I'm gonna skip this.
What?
Or have your brain eaten by a zombie?
My blood sucked by a vampire.
Yeah, because you're gonna regain the blood. I guess if he sucks you dry.
Oh,
I would still choose the vampire. I
would still do that because one, it's like less painful than a zombie, and you'd be alive when the zombie's eating your brain. So like,
and for a zombie to eat your brain, he has to crack open your skull.
Yeah, that would hurt.
Yeah, so that's not no good.
Yeah.
And
Or
I
like
think
pick it out through your nose or your mouth.
Ugh, okay, stop.
Speaking of which, that's how they bury mummies. They take out.
okay.
Yeah, okay, shut up. Okay, shut up. No one needs to know that. This is not history class, my dude.
Okay then, I guess that's all we have time for.
This was kind of just our experimental like test podcast. I hope you still enjoy it, but we'll probably be doing this more often. Hopefully, we're in the summer, but some of us are busy with other things.
Yeah.
But we are gonna try and do this as often as we can, maybe once a week eventually. But yeah, hopefully we can improve. Maybe get some live video. Maybe actually do it live. And hopefully, well, it's not. Yeah, it's not necessarily our goal, but maybe one day we'll gain an audience that you guys can, or we can interact with all you, and you guys could just do like a Q&A sort of thing. Or something.
Just like we. Hope
but
just,
for now, we're just kind of doing this for ourselves to, just put our conversations out there, and yeah.
That's literally it. Yeah.
Yeah. I think this about wraps it up. Thanks for hearing, I guess.
So thanks for listening to, what do we call it, guys?
EGIG Podcast.
Yeah.
The EGIG Podcast.
I've been Isaac.
I'm Ganesh.
And I'm Ishan.
And
we
see you next time.
Yep.
Or
Where you go.
hear you next time, or you can hear.